Good afternoon. This is Stormcast from Stormcast Comics Collectibles, and today I wanted to go over Chambers of Darkness number 5. Now, Chambers of Darkness number 5 is not something any super spectacular. It is a book that I recently picked up. It was a low price. I was getting something else, and I ended up getting this book also. It is Jack Kirby. It's Kirby art. This book's from 1970. Now, normally this is not a perfectly great books I'd normally go for. But it was, like I said, really cheap. It's got rust on the staple here. Kind of rust and turning through here. The back's got some dust shadows. Maybe a 4, 3.5. But on the other hand, it's a really solid cover. There's a chip out of it there. A little mark down there. Honestly, I have to do a lot better to series grading, but I just wanted to show this off. The art, you can tell the corners are doing a little give there. It says Stan Lee editor, Jack Kirby writer and artist, John Verpoot inker, and Artie Simic is the letterer. The first part of the story is In Fear Shall Follow. I just wanted to show off some art in this whole book. It's 1970, published by Mentally, Chamber of Darkness. What I find really interesting is the fact that Kirby actually has the writing and artist credit. Stan Lee was very reluctant to give up those kinds of things, but honestly, I believe this is, I think Jack was getting ready to leave about this time, if I remember correctly. But I want to show this. Look at this art. It says flying a U-2 plane over Red China was more than a hazardous mission for this man. For the worst had happened. Something had gone wrong. There had been little time to correct the situation. In one chaotic moment, he fought and fell, and the storm swept triumphantly across the spot where he struck. Thus we begin with the end. Move on with the strange events as a man shall flee. So Artie Simic really did a lot for the lettering. And it's called In Fear Shall Follow, but I'm not going to sit and read the entire book. I just want to show off some of this art. If you look at the classic Kirby face. Up here you got, shows the grass. Just the amount of volume of detail in the lines as he startled, looking around. It's really interesting. You get the knife and the bad weapon. Just it's always. Jack Kirby's art. There is a reason why he is considered one of the best, if not the best. Now, personally, I'm more of a George Perez fan because I love the way George Perez did crowd scenes and everything. But honestly, there are very few of that kind of caliber. Alex Ross is pretty solid too. But if you look at grass, there is a. I'm not gonna send this book to get graded or anything. Of course, what the CGC is these days. Probably could get anything graded. But I was getting something else, and ended to be a confusion. I bought another book to combine shipping and so forth and so on. If you just look though, it's purpose of videos is to showcase this old art. Already stored, but look at the iron door. Got some great motion lines. got the... I mean, look at the close-up on this face right here. That is some really gorgeous... some gorgeous artwork. And it looks like, he's going through town, and he's probably obviously quite dead, and it's a ghost taking him. But I mean, just look at the amount of detail and background. Everything's inside. It's just phenomenal. I mean, God, it actually almost looks like the Watcher, to tell you the truth. Almost looks like a Watu there, especially with the blue and the white, and a blue in the big hand, and it's the way. Honestly, that is like some amazing. Mostly, I like again a lot of these old books and appreciating there. So this is the music from Beyond. Adapted from the music of Eric Zahn by H.P. Lovecraft. Editing Stan Lee. Script Roy Thomas. Art Johnny Craig. Artie Simic. Lettering by Johnny Artie Simic. I mean, I think Artie Simic was everywhere in all Marvel stuff. But look, we have thought balloons. How often do we get thought balloons these days? The music from Beyond. Johnny Craig. Honestly, I can't say I recognize the name. But I mean, this is, if you look, I mean, that's a lovely piece of art there. And the details of the town, I mean, you can see the stones. This early Bronze Age stuff is always phenomenal. My God, the guy almost looks like Peter Parker there. Some more, yeah, so there's a tear on the cover. Monsieur Zahn, I live below you and wondered if I could suit you play your pavilion. I know you can't speak, but if you just nod your assent. Honestly, he looks almost like one of the DC horror stuff. One of the horrors, not Cain and Abel, but I mean, this is like some amazing art. And the old Grit magazine. I always wonder what Grit actually did. Seen enough of it, but it's the art is phenomenon. I honestly don't remember this Lovecraft story, so I'm not gonna let someone up. But look at this. Stan Soapbox. As far as I'm concerned, these are the best. They had a contest where you could vote who was the best penciler and inkers and mini bulletins. Can't Marvel lives again with. I mean, this is phenomenal the way it shows. I mean, you have shows the art of the music. Makes me wonder in Multiverse of Madness if this is where they went to go for some of the give some of the imagery of the house of the battle. Next we have The Beast from the Bog. Oh, Stan Lee with Denny O'Neil as a writer, Paul Ryman as artist, and Gene Izzo doing letters. Not Artie Simic. Denny O'Neil. See, Horace and Martha Lennox here were on vacation, one last trip across the face of their beloved Southland before they passed on, and they didn't even notice the groping, ghastly hand in the brackish bog below. A hand that soon would change their very lives. I feel like Stan Lee wrote that blurb, especially the brackish bog below. He really loved alliteration. He says, "We're lost, Horace. I knew we should have asked for directions. We're in a swamp of some kind, a dead end. All of our lives have been dead ends, Martha. One vast, endless swamp." Martha? Oh no. Batman Superman will stop fighting. The art is Paul Ryan. I mean, it's nice, but I think the other stories were had better art in it. Predator, swamp thing, man thing, kind of thing down here. The bog beast. I played guitar in 7 days. Sorry. Try to be careful with the color. Oh, the pages are old. And wow. Greetings, Earthling World. I bid thee thanks. The art is pretty snazzy. Oh, it's an alien. I mean, the art is nice. It's not as good as the first 2 sets of art. But it is interesting. Oh, look, he fountain of youth them. Made them young. Chaff from the Chamber's letter pages. Anyways, I just want to show this off. I'm going to do a couple more books, do a bit more reading, things I've actually read. I just wanted to take a look at this, and I got this a few weeks ago, and I had not actually gone through it. Honestly, I know when you buy something on eBay, you should always go through it as soon as possible. But like I said, I think it was like $5.99, honestly. The Rusty Staples, but I also wanted to show it on camera. I mean, honestly, look at that amazing Kirby cover. Chamber of Darkness. Anyways, I'm going to do more of this kind of thing. Sorry, shaking table. But I'm going to try to do a little more of, actually, more reading of the book. I have a set of books that started Marvel 2-in-1 that moved into the Defenders. Kind of go over them and the story. But this I just want to show off. Tell me what you think. Is it too long? Was it enjoyable? Was it nice seeing the old art? The old horror. I have an actual couple DC horror books I picked up recently. If you want to go through them, I mean, not like the old Swamp Thing or anything, but Secrets of Haunted House. Anyways, this is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics Collectibles. Just wanted to show something different today. I hope you enjoy, and like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed this, please comment. Tell me if you enjoyed this. If you like the art, if you like looking at it, if it was easy to see. Maybe I need to get something a little more. But if it was easy to see or enjoyable, I'd really like to know. Any comments would be nice. And honestly, if you could share, I'd appreciate it. Anyways, this is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics Collectibles. Just wanted to show off a nice new horror book. I got it. Well, a nice new to me. 1970s year I was born. So, talk to you later. Bye.